Imagine this. You're boarding a flight from New York to Miami. Just a few hours in the sky. Nothing unusual. You expect warm beaches, sunshine, and a safe landing. But instead, your plane disappears into thin air. And when it finally reappears, 30 years have passed. This is the chilling mystery of Pan AM Flight 914. Hello, I'm Desmo. Welcome to Beyond the Evidence channel. If you want to make your nights mysterious and scary, this is the right place. So please subscribe to me and like this video and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. Let's go. On July 2nd, 1955, Pan American Airways Flight 914 at Douglas DC-4 lifted off from New York City with 70 passengers and crew. The skies were clear. The route was routine. On flight time, 3 hours. Inside the cabin, people were relaxed. Businessmen read newspapers. Families chatted. The hum of the engines promised nothing out of the ordinary. No one knew they were stepping into one of the strangest mysteries in aviation history. Somewhere over the Atlantic coast, everything changed. Communication between the aircraft and air traffic control suddenly cut off. The green blip on the radar vanished, just like that. Search team scrambled. The Coast Guard scoured the waters. Rescue planes combed the skies. For days, authorities searched. They sprayed for any sign of wreckage, but they found nothing. No debris, no oil leak, no life vests, not even a floating suitcase. The world moved on. Newspapers ran headlines. Pan AM Flight 914 missing. Presumed lost. For families, it was heartbreak. For the aviation world, it was another unsolved disappearance. The case was closed, or so everyone thought. Fast forward to May 21, 1985. Exactly 30 years later. Caracas, Venezuela. It was an ordinary morning at the airport control tower until the radar showed something strange. Blip, an aircraft approaching. Controllers grabbed their binoculars. At first, they thought it was a military plane, or maybe some old cargo aircraft. But when the silhouette came into view, jaws dropped. It was a Douglas DC-4, the same type long retired from service. Then a chilling voice crackled through the radio. This is Pan AM Flight 914 from New York to Miami. Scheduled arrival time July 2nd, 1955. The tower fell silent. One controller, trembling, replied, "Sir, do you realize it is May 21, 1985? For a moment, there was only static. Then came the sound of heavy breathing from the pilot's mic. The plane circled and eventually landed. But what happened next defies all logic. From the windows, passengers could be seen staring out, faces pale, confused, terrified. They looked as if they had just taken off hours ago, on a wave that 3 decades had passed. Emergency crews rushed toward the aircraft, but before they could reach it, the pilot shouted over the radio, "No! Stay back! You must not approach us!" Engines roared to life again. With unbelievable force, the DC-4 powered down the runway and lifted back into the sky. And just like in 1955, again it disappeared. What happened to Pan AM Flight 914? How does a plane vanish, only to reappear 30 years later? There are several theories. 1. Time sleep. Some believe the aircraft flew into a rift in time. For the passengers, only hours passed. For the world, decades. 2. Parallel universe. Others argue the flight entered an alternate dimension, briefly re-emerging before being pulled back. 3. Government experiment. Could this have been a secret test, a classified project that went terribly wrong, or maybe went exactly as planned? 4. Hoax or urban legend. Skeptics claim the story was invented by tabloid newspapers, pointing out the lack of official aviation records. Anyway, and yet there are whispers. Witnesses in Venezuela swore they saw the aircraft that day. Some reports even claim fragments of radio transcript exist. To this day, the fate of Pan AM Flight 914 remains one of the aviation's greatest enigmas. Did it really vanish into another dimension? Was it swallowed by time itself? Or is it nothing more than a story, told and retold, until legend became fact? One chilling thought remains. If the plane is still out there, lost between dimensions, or those 57 passengers still waiting, unaware that the world has moved on without them? This is not just a story about a missing plane. It's about the possibility that time, space, and reality are far stranger than we imagine. What do you believe happened to that flight? Share your thoughts, because maybe, just maybe, the truth is still out there waiting to be discovered.